I'm here with Putch Goosit from the Hodge. Right now we're listening to the track Haunted Home. Putch, we all know you play lead pancake in the band. Now, who's playing backup pancake on this track?
That was me. I was.
Do we hear a third pancake?
Yeah, that was initially an accident, but we ended up keeping it. And Terry also had 2 sets of Eggo minis on his fingers.
To achieve that continental breakfast sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your bandmates.
Sure. Okay, we have Todd Wilkinson.
Todd Wilkinson.
On drums, yeah.
Yeah, who is a cat, I think it's important to note.
That's right, yeah, he is a cat.
Yeah, there's been a lot of criticism about Todd's playing.
Yeah, Lit Brixton of Woods Cream actually suggested we replace him at one point with a Siamese cat, but we opted not to.
That tabby groove is paramount to your sound. Why do you think that is?
Well, we played with the Siamese cat on our EP Trash Passion, and we found the Siamese shuffle to be too buoyant, with that crusty downbeat, the which is ideal, of course, for a more open Euro chug sound, whereas the tabby groove, you see, has more the grit, which has more of a backyard calypso headboard, but without treading into lunchtime munch funk.
Perfect for your dystopian county fair tone.
Cheers.
Who else is in the band?
We also have Terry Noonsham on vocals.
Terry Noonsham, who is the 6-month-old son
of Wi-Fi Noonsham, right, who plays electric trumpet and cube in the band.
You two formed the group together, that's correct, right?
Yeah, we met at Tinson, a small liberal arts college in upstate New York, right on the ocean.
There's a big chunk fusion scene up in Tinson.
Huge.
Did you meet as a part of that world?
We knew each other from that world, but we met in a class. Do you want to eat? I was a spoken math major, and Wi-Fi was a Brooklyn major with a concentration in the L train.
Chill. Let's talk about your new album, Hodgepodge.
Sure.
James Carmichael of Southbred. Obviously a point of reference here. But so's Linda Linda of Busy Week.
Not to mention E.E. Taylor of Cake Toss.
Your grotesque funk with the give-and-go harmonies is a centerpiece of Cake Toss's Move It or Lose It groove. But yet you managed to make it feel relatably feral. Do you think that's a product of your tutelage under
Cap Avery?
Cap Avery of Two Dogs.
Two Dogs? Yes and no, okay. A lot of what you're hearing there is coming from the tummy movement.
Okay.
That's coming out of Milwaukee right now, of course, where players are using their tummies to play their instruments. You know, trumpets, drums, what have you.
Flutes, I've covered it.
Of course, out of the belly button. Sometimes if it's an Audi, the tambourine. Around, there's a bit of a holder. So you know that that's where some of the feral nature of the record is coming. But by the same token, my time with Cap Avery of Two Dogs, even if I was just vacuuming his synth, the idea that resonated with me was that you have to embrace that creamy jive before dissolving into that devastating prenatal rock.
You have to earn that delivery room delirium before you can play that third trimester trip hop skip it back.
Which is exactly what we did on the track Stencil.
This is mine. This is mine.
Lunch!
It sheds any glam filth trappings and assuages the listener of antebellum flirt rock bombast. Now, what made you put that track on first and last on the album?
Well, Stencil is not a single. It's a double.
Oh.
You do need to listen to it on 2 different CD players simultaneously to achieve all that you can out of it.
The 2-for-1, 1-for-all approach we haven't heard since Chip Gaussman re-released his My Brother in the Rain EP.
Yeah, but unlike Gaussman, we don't just shimmy up the punk tree and then flip the bird to Peter Trumpet Eater driving around in his jazz truck.
Now, since we're in your studio, why don't you take us through your recording process?
1, 2, 3. Okay, play that back. I went skinny dipping with my dad, and so would you if you were me. I went skinny dipping with my dad, and so would you if you were me. With my dad. So would you if you were me.
Thank you, Putch.